Now to a community trying to come to grips with a stunning act of gun violence. A man shot to death in his own home, and police say a family member pulled the trigger. Noel Williams talked to devastated neighbors who heard the gunfire.
Neighbors on G Street in Lorain, they are grieving and waking up to the shocking news of a deadly shooting. Neighbors said they heard gunshots at this home, then soon after a massive police presence. Now officers with Lorain Police confirmed with us that a man in his 60s was shot and killed, and a teenager is in custody.
Can't believe he's gone. I can't believe that happened.
For more than 30 years, Douglas Meadows has called 67-year-old Robert Lewis a neighbor. Meadows says he's still in shock. Other neighbors off camera say they heard the fatal shots that killed Lewis without even realizing what happened. Meadows tells me he watched police respond from his front porch. He describes Lewis as a kind neighbor.
He used to come over and help me out. Hell of a good guy. I mean, I have no complaints about him. He's just a nice guy.
In this press release from Lorain Police, officers responded to this home on G Street just before 8 a.m. Saturday. That was after a family member found the 67-year-old dead in his bed. Police say he had an apparent gunshot wound to his head. It took officers about 30 minutes to track down their suspect, a 16-year-old boy. Police say he was a family member. Investigators say the teen was staying with Lewis overnight while his parents were away. A witness reported seeing the teen drive off in Lewis's car Saturday morning. With the help of flock cameras in North Olmsted, that is where the teen, as well as the car, was eventually located. The teen was eventually taken here to the Lorain County Juvenile Detention Center. He's since been charged with murder. Police have not confirmed the relationship between Lewis and the teen. Either way, neighbors are left heartbroken, and a family is grieving.
I hate it happening, and I feel for the whole family.
In Lorain, Noel Williams, 19 News.